This looks like a really fun problem. So we have an isosceles right triangle. And into it, we drew a square. No, these are two different squares in two different ways. So here, the sides, two sides of the square coincide with the legs. And here in the other triangle, just one side is aligned with the hypotenuse. And I guess these two squares are different, and probably that's what the problem is about. What's given is that the green square's area is 81 square meters. Find the length of side AB, and then find the area of the blue square. Oftentimes when we have more than one problem, then the author of the problem is kind of holding our hands and helps us to the solution. So we'll try it in this order first. Of course, first we're gonna have to make this lovely picture. All right, don't expect success for the first time, but you know what I think about good pictures. All right, so we have the isosceles right triangle, the same one twice. And this one looks easier. There, that's the green one. And that's the blue one. Okay. What is given is the area of this square is 81. That also means that the side is 9, right? Each side is 9. And this here is an isosceles right triangle. So this is 9 too. Oh, so that didn't seem so hard. So it looks like that the area of the full triangle. Oh, they're not asking for the area of the full triangle. They're asking the side AB. Well, side AB turned out to be 18 units. Okay. And then now we're asked to find the area of this square. So let's just establish that these are right angles, and this angle remains 45. This angle remains 45, which means that all three of these, well, these two triangles are also isosceles right triangles, and so is this one, because these two sides are parallel. So this angle is 45. We have right angle. We have a right angle. So we have three isosceles right triangles that are similar to each other and the original. All isosceles right triangles are similar to each other, right? And if we call this X, then the hypotenuse is square root of x squared plus x squared. That's square root of 2x squared. That's x times square root of 2. But we're getting used to that. The hypotenuse of an isosceles right triangle is square root of 2 times the shorter side. So that 1 squared plus 1 squared equals square root of 2 squared. And then the same thing going on here, but not here. Because here x is a known side, but look, here x is the hypotenuse. So if you're not sure yet whether to multiply by square root of 2 or divide, let's just brute force it. Let's call it a, and run the Pythagorean theorem on this right triangle. So a squared plus a squared equals x squared. So 2a squared equals x squared. So a squared is x squared over 2. So a is x over square root of 2. I already knew that because after a while you get used to it. It's multiplying or dividing by square root of 2. Square root of 2 is 1.4. That's bigger than 1. So if you have a number bigger than 1, multiplying a number by it will grow that number, and dividing it will shrink that number, like 2 or 3, right? You triple something, it usually grows. You divide it by 3, usually shrinks. And so this is the hypotenuse. So we're going to have to make it smaller. So that means its x has to be divided by square root of 2. But here is the computation. Okay, and now I think we're ready to set up an equation and solve for x, because this side should be 18 long. So we have that x times square root of 2 plus x over square root of 2 equals to 18. All right. Do we feel like multiplying by square root of 2? Maybe. Actually, let's just rationalize it first. So x can be factored out. And then we have square root of 2 plus, and when we rationalize it, we get 2 square root of 2. When we rationalize it, we get square root of 2 over 2. And that's 18. I'm thinking x is not going to be pretty, but I just realized no one is asking us about x. We're asked about the area of the blue square, which is x squared. Too bad this equation is not expressing x squared, but we'll get there. Actually, we can factor out square root of 2 as well. And then what we have is just 1 plus a half, which is 3 over 2, right? So x times root 2 times 3 over 2 equals to 18. We're going to solve for x squared, and that's going to be the answer. So let's divide by 3. Square root of 2 over 2x is 6. Now let's multiply by 2. Square root of 2x equals to 12. And then x equals 12 over square root of 2. But we don't need x. We need x squared. So let's go for that. You square the top, that's 144. You square the bottom, that's 2. So we get 72. Interesting. The area of this was 81, and this is 72. It's kind of interesting. It's not a pure square, but it's not completely stranger to 81. It's interesting that we get 72. Well, let's see if that's the correct answer. Okay, so the side is 18. We got it right. The area is 72. That was fun. Thank you for watching.